Let's talk about being the people pleaser. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Man, so growing up, I've had this people pleaser syndrome, this nice guy syndrome, where I always wanted everybody to like me, okay? Now, you might be going through something similar, so I just gotta remind you that the people pleaser version of being nice is being nice with an agenda. Being nice to people so that you expect them to be nice back. Now, this isn't always the case, okay? You're not gonna be everybody's favorite flavor of ice cream, okay? That's just the reality, that's just the truth of the matter. You wanna be a person with polarity if you're trying to be charismatic or, courageous. You want that sense of polarity, which means that certain people are gonna be repelled by you, certain people are gonna be very attracted to you. It depends on you holding on to your authenticity and amplifying it irregardless of being afraid of the outcome, okay? This fear of judgment is really what stops a lot of people pleasers, this fear of judgment. So what will other people think of me if I do this? Well, think back to like you're playing a video game, right? And you're going past the different levels and you're at the boss level now. You're not gonna be like, oh, I can't fight the boss. It's too many, characters watching me. No, because you know that those characters aren't real. They're characters in a game, and it gives you some leverage in order for you to actually go and do it. But just like that, realize that this life isn't meant to be taken seriously either. It's meant to be this fun game. But you've been treating it thus far as if it's been like a hostile mission. Okay? We need to take away the hostility from ourselves, the ability to be so volatile and reactionary over things that are actually trauma responses and different pain bodies, right? When we can understand that, okay, I don't need to react, but what do I need? We really start to become self-sufficient. If it's a should, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, you are going to emphasize what society wants for you rather than what you want for yourself. Your own self-care might be lacking. Your own self-abandonment might be a natural strategy for you to people please, where you constantly don't care about yourself. You're there to say yes to everybody who asks you to go different places, or you suppress, snip, and edit yourself, but you do everything when it comes down to somebody else. Now this becomes a problem because you start to respect yourself less. Okay, you actually start to self-deprecate and respect yourself less. Relationships are a thing where when you focus on you, it affects the relationship. So if you learn how to trust yourself, you're going to learn how to trust others. This is what I've learned through my whole tantric journey as well. Once you get out of the cultural conditioning, because I know a lot of Indians that I coach also have this kind of people pleaser, codependent pattern, okay, where they do everything for others, right? And it's embedded into the culture and the cultural narrative that you constantly have to be empathetic and compassionate. And yes, you're right, that is important. We are more of a people-centered culture, and we do need the support system of our families, and it aids the survival to have more people who are supporting us. However, at the same time, if we're really not celebrating, or if we're really not engaging with life, if we're not looking after ourselves, we can't possibly thrive and move to the next level. Okay, we can't make progress in life if we're constantly people pleasing, because we're leading our life from another person's eyes. Okay, we're leading ourselves from another person's eyes. And when you can see that, you can start to take care of that. Really understand that perspective. You're not living your own life. You're living dependent on other people's eyes watching you. What if they say this? What if they see this? What if they do that? What if they tell me this? What if? And that anxiety creates this perpetual cycle. What's really problematic is you start to neglect yourself. You start to neglect how you look. You start to neglect how you feel. You start to neglect your positive habits. This is how the self-sabotage creeps in. It happens very sneakily, right? It doesn't happen very overt. It happens very sneakily in the background. The self-sabotage creeps in, right, whenever we try to do something. So, realistically, we understand that, not everybody's gonna like us, but we do crave that everybody does like us, right? Because we live in that narcissistic bubble at times, especially with an echo chamber like social media, which amplifies everything, right? Created in such a way where the content needs to hit or be exciting enough for you to watch it, right? Oh, I need the hook. I need the clickbait title. I need this, I need that. That's what's gonna capture my attention, because there's so many things fighting for your attention. But it's through your intention, when you take control of your intention, that's truly what's gonna transform your life. Is when you take that intentional decision and that choice where you're like, I'm not gonna be a people pleaser anymore. I don't care what people think of me. And you start taking real action steps towards looking after yourself and caring about yourself. To the point where you start to notice it will affect your relationships. But it's gotta start within. It's gotta be you doing the inner work and doing the practices and going on this hero's journey to make sure that you come back with the elixir of life and give it back to the people. As a people pleaser, I want you to help your other people pleaser friends to get out of their people pleaserness. Because they're being fake. They're being disingenuine. They're just kind of in that pocket of like, yeah, I'll say this, I'll do this, I'm happy with everything, and I don't really need to change anything in my life. You start to get to a complacency and then a numbness and then no sense of urgency, right? No sense of drive, no sense of ambition, no sense of pain, no sense of challenge. And you get into this mentality of, I just need to please others in order to feel whole, which is not true at all. You need to feel whole in order for others to be pleased by you. Because that energy is way more expansive and way more radiant. It's only when you're doing well that the devil starts knocking, right? It's not when you do bad that you start getting temptations and things like this. So you gotta keep moving forward, right, in a sense. Don't distract yourself. Don't mindlessly numb and distract yourself. You know how to be a pleasure alchemist rather than a people pleaser. Because a pleasure alchemist knows that they can take the sadness and make it into bliss. They can take the anger and transform it into arousal. It's very possible for you to be able to do this. But it takes some effort, and it takes practice, and it takes time to heal. So don't expect it to happen right away. Like right after you watch this video, you stop becoming a people pleaser. But I'm just instilling a couple of the mindset tweaks for you so that you start to understand that you're not here to please everyone. In fact, you pleasing yourself first will be the most important thing. So when you start becoming a people pleaser, you stop looking after yourself, and that's the biggest crime. Is you stop looking after yourself. You start neglecting everything: your health, your wealth, your happiness, your friendships. Once you start getting back your power, which means you're doing things that you say you're going to do, you will start to notice things changing, and you will delve out of that people pleaser mentality. And you will push yourself to be on stage at times and do different things that seem like, oh, these are challenges to me. So you got to do different challenges, okay? I give myself different missions and weird challenges just to keep myself entertained, just to keep myself looking forward to something, and building upon something. So try this out. Hope you enjoyed this video today. I gotta get going. I have a client. Have an incredible day. May the flow be with you and stay legendary. Let's get it. Upward spiral, gang. Let's go.